I had a sneaking suspicion that I already filmed the flip through for this journal, but I didn't. I just hit my 300 subscriber milestone in this journal. Woohoo! Okay, so hello, hi, and welcome to my channel or back to my channel. I'm the one who writes, aka ThatKatWhoBeWriting, and today we're going to do a flip through of this journal, which is Journal 157. I named it Cool Blue Jeans. It was just kind of funny. And then also Surround Yourself with People Who Respect and Treat You Well by Claudia Black. Not Claudia Back. And I did get this from the artist Way and Julia Cameron. Some cute Christmas stickers. Fun fact, I had this journal for a very long time. I put this wrapping paper and then I just put packing tape over it. And this is just wrapping paper that we had when I was in high school. This journal is so old that it does not partake in my normal journaling convention. So it does have my favorite Sunday cutouts, which is basically the mutts, and then some other kind of like some other filler Sunday comics and stuff in there. That is why this happened, because Catherine from high school didn't have the same journaling system as she does now, because journaling systems evolve. Imagine that. Yeah, as you can see, this is the back of the journal. I also wanted to say that the wrapping paper that I have here obviously was about to go extinct, so that's why I decided to save it. Now I just put the wrapping paper inside my journals, because this is kind of risky having it on the outside, but the packing tape makes it hold up well. I was in this for a total of 8 days, which makes sense because, I mean, like half of the journal is Sunday comics. November 20th through the 28th, to be precise. But here we go. Here we have a spread. So cute. I mentioned in the last journal flip through that I got the desk that we're sitting on right now, or actually standing at, because it's a standing desk. It's a standing and sitting desk. Yay! And so I basically just wrote down new desk artsy to-dos. I want to make a desk calendar. I'm still in the process of that. Paint a new phone holder. I have the phone holder that I want to paint, but I have not painted it. And then paint coaster holders. I'm not painting them. I found these that I actually was about to get rid of, and they're little pictures. And so this is the only one with the picture right now, and it's Delilah on her 10th birthday. Cute, cute. I wrote down all of this. I was trying to be very artsy and like also use up these cat sticky notes that I had. I just wanted them all together so you could see the whole group. So I wrote down kind of like my wish list for the desk. So I wanted to put LED lights under the desk. I have not done that. And I wanted a file holder, which is aesthetic. I have a zebra print, and then kind of like out of my sight, I have a leopard print one. But let's see, a candle warmer. I don't have that on the desk. I used to put candles on the desk, but now my computer is where the candles are. My computer used to be on the ground with just like really long wires. And then a cute bed for Delilah. I have a bed for Delilah. I will not claim it's cute. A desk calendar. I'm working on painting that one. A longer phone charging cable. I don't have that yet. I do have a long phone charging cable. It's just still on the wall by my desk and not actually on my desk. I haven't like put anything to hold that charger in place so it won't fall back. And a back pillow, I do have that. Actually, it was like kind of cool. My friend gave me this pillow. And as you can see, it's very well used. But she was standing in like Dollar General, or she was standing wherever she got it. And she said that she got this one because it's the most blue. It looks really purple on this phone screen, but she said this one had the most blue in it. It's like a little vampire cat. I used to have this in my car, and now I have taken it out of my car because there's just in the backseat of my car. I don't really have a lot of passengers that need to be in the backseat. So I was like, oh, I could use it here. So I have that. A phone holder. I do have a phone holder. I won't say it's cute, and a butt pillow. And I did get that for Christmas, actually. All right, very strategically covering things, but basically I had 324 subscribers, and someone said you should do smiley faces, and I can't remember if it was the same person who said do them all on one page, But anyway, I found out how many smiley faces it would take to hit that. And so then I was like 16 faces per line, and I need 70 or 27 lines. I don't know what this 432 is, because that's not the subscriber count I have. Even though it's the same numbers. Maybe I just had a moment. I'm really hoping that I didn't miscount the smiley faces, because that would be embarrassing, because that video has already gone up. But I also wrote down another TikTok quote that I liked, where it says, "I consider myself a misandrist. A feminist believes that everyone is equal. A misandrist believes that women are actually better than men." I thought that was really funny. Okay, I have it written right here, so surely not, but I did the 324 subscribers because I missed my 300 subscriber count mark, because that like just blew up in the last journal. I just like blew right past it, but I did do all of this. I remember I had basically back in October gone to a doctor, specialist for my Achilles tendon. They put me in a boot and also gave me some steroids for the pain and some pain medicine. Ironically enough, I was picking it up the same time that I was picking up my migraine medicine, and the pharmacist like had a cow and was like, "Do not take these at the same time." And I thought I would get like a brain aneurysm and die or something. It was ulcers, like you could get ulcers in your stomach, like, which is not good, but like not as bad as I thought. With just the reaction they had. They were so upset that I was prescribed those two painkillers at the same time. But yes, when I was doing this video, if you're like, "Kat, you kind of seem a little bit off," it is because I was on like, I don't know what hour. I think it was like in the 48 plus hours of no sleep, because the steroid I got didn't allow me to sleep. So it was like 72 days, not 72 days, 72 hours, goodness, before I could fall asleep again. I ended up going to a different specialist for my Achilles tendon, because both my legs were hurting from the get-go, because I injured both the tendons. Just like my less dominant leg, my left leg, was screaming a little bit more than my dominant leg, which I just believe is like a little bit stronger. And then because I was compensating so much when the left leg was put in a boot, and I walked so much, my right leg did give out on me around Thanksgiving. This is like around the time that I got into the second specialist, but the first person that I went to didn't even look at my right leg, and I kind of was a little bit upsetty spaghetti about it. The second person did look at my right leg, and then also said, like, "If you forgot to take your steroids, that won't be the worst thing ever." Which I took as, I can't legally tell you to not take them, but if you're not sleeping for 3 days, maybe you should get off of them. Because I think they were a 6-day steroid, so I was like, oh boy, I'm in for it, But I did all this. I had the energy to do all this. Also, I was drinking a caffeinated drink that I didn't know had caffeine, so it was just a whirlwind for me. But I'm really glad that I did this. I don't recall my hand cramping too bad. I do remember that for my 350 subscriber milestone, my hand cramped a lot, and it did take me like a month to do it. But this was a really cute idea, and I think this was like a perfect journal to do that idea in, because like, just look at it. It's all contained in one page. Just amazing. And here we have another spread. I was also just going to say that I'm really glad that a milestone happened in this journal, because I feel like that it could have gotten overlooked with like all the other journal spreads. With the Halloween ones, I feel like always draw attention. Obviously, the last one that I just filmed, but I put away as I'm looking all over the place for it. It was a road trip journal where I went to Washington and went to a lot of states for the first time ever. So that, obviously is a landmark journal. So I'm glad that this journal got its landmark place as well. More spreads. Sorry if I kind of seem out of it. I always film in bulk for some reason, and then I always like film so long that I feel like I'm a little bit like, I don't know, unglued by the time that we're almost ending filming. I was a little worried that this journal was going to be so short that it was only going to be like a 5-minute video, but I've been yapping for forever, so I don't think I have to worry about that. Strategic blocking on my part, but I did draw the shiny Hoot Hoot I got in Pokemon Go while I was in Seattle. I named it Hello Seattle because Hello Seattle is a song from the band Owl City. Who is an owl? I was in Seattle. It was the first time I was in Seattle, so I was saying hello to Seattle. Very, very cute. Oh my gosh. I think another perfect Pokemon to get a shiny in Seattle would be Horsey, because in the song they talk about seahorses. Just and then maybe like a Pelipper, I think is the Pokemon's name. It's Winkle's evolved form, because I do believe they talk about pelicans as well, or albatrosses. So, cool, cool, cool. I don't know exactly what I was trying out here. Obviously, I was mapping out some kind of color thing. Christmas Glaceon, I'm talking about Pokemon Go. I don't know what this list originally was for. Well, I guess. I was also doing a lot of decluttering. I'm talking about a lot of decluttering in this journal, but I'm not printing off what I've decluttered yet. I think a lot of this stuff, like I'm talking about decluttering nail polishes that I'm never going to use and things like that. I donate them. And so there is I don't exactly know what it is, but it's teenagers and it's housing for them, like that, their parents kick them out or whatever situation that they're in. But anyway, I donated over there. So I was talking about going through all that and I had a to-do list. I got this idea from Carrie Walker, where you just like do little blobs. So I did little blobs of blue because this whole journal is in like blue and I wanted to kind of have like a blue Christmas. Blue is in the color, not blue is in the sadness. And so I just wrote down a lot of things that make me happy. And then we hit Thanksgiving. Basically, the things that I didn't show you was I went through and I listed out all of my gift journals again. Probably because I do remember this, I couldn't find the journal that I did it a couple years ago in, I want to say like 2023-ish. I remember writing it down. 2023 was the year of the cat for me, so I wrote it down in a cat journal and that's what I remembered, but all of 2023 was a cat journal. I think I went through every single one of them and still couldn't find it, so it eluded me still. I will say in this journal, I also was kind of having a hard time, mainly because of that steroid keeping me up and things like that. It just like, and that's also why I wrote down like a lot of things that made me happy because I was trying to remember. And then we found out that the medications that I was currently on were affecting me. And so it was just making me like more, it started off making me mellow and then it kind of just made me like melancholy and then it made me like flat out depressed. So, but I got off of them and now we're fine. I don't remember if this is around the time where we were suspecting one of the medications, which actually was the culprit because I'm off of it now and I feel way better. But I don't remember if this was the time where they took me off of it or if it was like another time and we were just suspecting it. But anyway, I didn't really have beach washi tape. I do have like this pink seagull one. This is the one that I refer to. I just want you to know I love you so much that I did go pulling around with this big washi tape bag for you. If you're wondering why I'm only really using mushrooms, is because it was Thanksgiving and I started just pulling out like about 6 things of washi tape so then I can use, and I'm still kind of doing that method. But anyway, here's the sequel one. I just didn't think about it at the time. I probably just used what I had on hand. But anyway, this is like my only kind of beach-esque washi tape that I had for this like little tropical dog here. And look at this uniform dude. I wonder if this is when this one goes extinct. And then bam, it was time to celebrate Christmas. And just like that, we're done with the flip through. I basically had told you that I was talking a lot about decluttering. The last part of this that I just flipped through had a lot of those pictures. I'm not going to show you because I don't want editor Catherine to die on me with all the blocking. The pictures were about like yay big and like multiple placed on a page. But I wrote down all their stories. That's kind of what I do while I declutter. It's how I'm able to let go, because if you have a picture, then you have the memory. And then if you write down the memory and the story, then you have it forever. And it's as good as having the item, especially if the item is just like in a storage unit and things like that. So that's kind of what I do. And then obviously this journal came from my mother because at the very last page, she's talking about bank transfers. And like I say talking about as in it's like just a math equation with like the bank names and stuff. So obviously can't show you that, but that was the flip through of Journal 157, Cool Blue Jeans. I hope that you really enjoyed. I really enjoyed giving the tour to you. And I hope that you also always find a reason and excuse to write. Bye-bye!